Alright kiddos, today's message I'm going to walk through tightening up a chainsaw blade. First thing we want to do, security, right? There's a battery in it, this is electric. So first thing we want to do is we'll make sure we remove any type of power source. Okay. Second, this is true on a gas or electric, you have what's called a brake, right? Pull it forward, allows the chainsaw to engage whenever you have the trigger pulled. Pushing it forward it won't allow the chain to move. Now, if I pull the trigger, of course there's no battery, and just to demonstrate the brake, pull the trigger, nothing happens, pull the brake back, and we got chainsaw action. Alright, so let's move forward. Alright, you see we got two bolts right here on that bar. And we're going to find the right bolt for it, the right socket for it. So if I put it on there and turn, look, it's a little too loose. So notice probably a size down below that. I'm going to grab another size, throw it on there. Oh, still too loose. Well, the bad thing is what I did was I went from metric to SAE. SAE. So drop down one more size, put it on there, and look, what do you know? Like a glove. Alright, so what we're going to do is, first thing we're going to do is we're going to loosen it up. In order to loosen a ratchet, you probably know this, probably already taught you this, but just in case I haven't, kiddos, here's the deal. So what I want this to do is I want this to turn, in this case, counterclockwise, right? So I want to be able to turn it this way, but it's not doing it. If you hear that noise, that means it's set the wrong direction. So what I'm going to do is I'm simply just take this knob, flip it over. Now when I go turn to the left, it won't work. To the right, look at that. Alright, I said left and right. What I probably should say was counterclockwise and clockwise, but you get the point. So, a little button on the back. Now let's just work through the rest of the wrenches here. Button on the back. So there are these bearings right here. These are called ball bearings, and what they do is they hold the socket in place. You can't really see it, but there's two little dimples on the inside here that are going to fit these ball bearings in. If I try to push it on right now, I probably could do it if I pushed really hard, but the way you're supposed to do it, it's a little button right here on the back. When I push it in, it's going to allow this metal piece to protrude forward, which allows these ball bearings to fall back in. So, gotta put the socket on, hit my button, snap it in place, let go, give it a quick turn or two. Alright. Happy New Year, woo! Alright, my bad. So we're doing, loosen the bolt, not much, just a little bit. Loosen up that one, and then what we're going to do is we're going to pull up on this bar and out at the same time. So up, out toward me, and so that chain kind of rests in that channel. Okay, when I do that, flip my ratchet back over. I'm going to lift up, pull out, and tighten one down just a little bit. Set it all down. Now let's go test. Alright, see how that chain can actually still come out? Probably needs a little bit more tightening. What we really want to do is get it where that chain, when I pull it tight, when I pull down on it, this really can't come out of that channel. There's a little channel that runs along this bar, a little groove. What I'm going to do is I'm going to loosen it back up, switch my wrench over, get ready to start turning on it. Lift up, out, and tighten down.
In order to sharpen the blade, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a magic marker or a Sharpie and just go ahead and mark the tooth that I'm going to start working on. It's okay to use a Sharpie because when you start cutting into a tree or something like that, it's going to wear that off anyway. So next thing I'm doing is I'm lining up this tool. There's a line right here on the blade. I follow it out to the blade, get it lined up, and then I get it parallel. with the file inside the teeth here, the tooth of this one chain. And all I'm doing is just taking and run about 2-3 times, sometimes a little 4, depending upon how dull it is, how much I've been using it lately. But again, just lining up this line, pushing it through on each tooth, the one it's going in one direction, or in this direction. So this tooth is the next one. If you take a look, you can see the tooth going this way. This one, definitely not. It's going the other direction. So what we're going to do is just go ahead and, again, place our tool on the bar, and then lining up with the line that's on top of here, going parallel with the bar. And then we're just going to push, go forward, and lather, rinse, repeat.
And now I'm back to this one, which has already been sharpened. So what we'll do is we'll flip it around and we'll do the next side. So again, marking which side we started on, which tooth we started on, and we'll work our way around. So today I'm working on cleaning up the chainsaw. And you know what? I kind of need something a little damp to pick this up. So the way you do this is you pick you a night when you don't know that it's supposed to be raining that night. Maybe a little light shower is all you're looking for, or not looking for actually. And what you do is you take your brand new fresh roll of paper towels and you put it in your truck, and you leave the cab, the bed, the doors open, tailgate down. And the next morning when you come out here, what you're going to find is a nice little wet, fresh new set of wet towels. All you're going to do is you're going to take that fresh wet towel, you're just going to slide it right here on your table saw arm, because that's where it's sitting. And now whenever you need a towel, all you got to do is reach over here, take a little bit of it off right there, good and wet, not soaked, just a little damp enough. Now you come over here and you just start cleaning off your chainsaw. And that right there is what we call law of surprises.